Welcome back to the laboratory. You have witnessed my mastery of chaos, of artifice, of the very land itself. Today, I will teach you the art of control. Not the brutish control of smashing things, but the elegant, suffocating control of a master puppeteer. Behold my conductor, Y'shtola Knights Blessed. She is the eye of the storm, the calm center of the beautiful suffering I'm about to unleash. For a mere 4 mana, she graces the battlefield with her presence, ever vigilant. Her first ability is a simple, elegant mechanism. At the end of each turn, if any player has lost a mere 4 life, I am rewarded with a card, a trivial condition to meet. But her true genius lies in her second ability. Whenever I, the Master Architect, cast a non-creature spell of value, 3 or greater, she unleashes a wave of ether, dealing 2 damage to each of my pathetic rivals and healing me for 2 life. Do you see it? Every spell I cast to control them, to counter them, to wipe their pathetic creatures from my sight, only strengthens my position and weakens theirs. She is the engine and the payoff, all in one perfect, contemptuous package. My victory is not built on my own efforts alone. Oh no, it is built upon the backs of my opponent's own pathetic ambition. I will tax their every move, and they will pay me tribute for the privilege of playing my game. The foundation of my empire begins with these 3 pillars of extortion. The infamous Rhystic Study asks a simple question with every spell they cast. Do you pay the one? Their answer is irrelevant. Either they slow their own pathetic progress to a crawl, or they fill my hand with more tools for their demise. The hungry mystic Remora is a more aggressive tax on their non-creature spells, demanding a hefty payment of 4 mana, lest I draw another card, and the glorious Smothering Tithe. With every card they draw beyond their first, they must pay me 2 mana, or I create a treasure. I will build a mountain of gold from their own desperate attempts to find answers. Their knowledge will be my wealth. My enchantments are but the first layer of my grand tax scheme. My agents in the field will enforce my will, the grand arbiter. Augustin IV is my chief magistrate. He makes my white and blue spells cheaper, accelerating my grand design, while simultaneously making every single one of their spells cost 1 more. The sheer inefficiency I impose upon them is beautiful. The humble Esper Sentinel is my little tax collector, demanding payment for every non-creature spell they cast. And with my other life-draining effects, it is trivial to put a +1/+1 counter on it, increasing the tax. And then there is Lotho, corrupt sheriff. He rewards me with a treasure every time a player casts their second spell. They will try to play around my other taxes, and in doing so, they will walk right into his trap. Taxing their resources is merely the beginning. Now, I will turn their own actions into weapons against them. This is a symphony of suffering. My praetor, Sheoldred, the apocalypse, is the centerpiece. Every card I draw heals me. Every card they draw bleeds them for 2 life. The very act of seeking answers becomes a slow, agonizing death. My orcish bowmasters are her perfect echo. With every extra card my opponents draw, they will be met with a ping of damage, and my orc army will grow ever larger. And for a more surgical approach, there is Talion, the kindly lord. I will simply choose the most common mana value at the table, and for the rest of the game, every time they cast a spell of that value, they will lose 2 life, and I will draw a card. Their every move will be a misstep. Every drop of life they lose, every point of damage they take, it all serves my grand design. Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, is a master of this art. With him on the field, every point of life I gain from Y'shtola's ability is immediately converted into an equal amount of life loss for one of my rivals. A perfect, closed loop of their despair. Sig, River Cutthroat rewards me with a card at the end of any turn where an opponent has lost 3 or more life. A trivial condition to meet in my grand theater of pain. And the Archivist of Ogma is a delightful little trap, punishing them with a card draw and life gain for me every time they dare to search their own library for an answer. Now we come to the core of my philosophy: absolute control. Their will is an illusion. They will only be allowed to do what I permit them to do, and I permit them to do nothing. This is my wall of denial, and it is built upon the foundation of free counterspells, the legendary force of will. For the trivial cost of 1 life and a blue card, I can counter any spell at any time, whether I have mana or not. Force of Negation provides a similar service for their non-creature spells on their own turns. With my commander on the field, Fierce Guardianship is also free. Another no to their pathetic attempts at playing the game. And for the ultimate act of temporal dominance, there is Pact of Negation. I will counter their game-winning spell for 0 mana now, and simply pay for it on my own turn, after their hopes have been thoroughly crushed. My control is not merely about denial, it is about efficiency. The magnificent mana drain is a testament to this. Not only will I counter their most powerful spell, but I will convert its energy into a massive surge of colorless mana on my next turn. It is the ultimate act of turning their strength into my own. For smaller, more insignificant threats, a simple swan song or an offer you can't refuse will suffice. They may get a pathetic bird or a few treasures, a child's toy in the face of my grand machine. The trade is, shall we say, heavily in my favor, should any of their pathetic creatures manage to slip through my wall of denial. I have contingencies. An overloaded cyclonic rift is not a board wipe. It is a reset button for the entire game, but only for them. Their entire board will be returned to their hands, while my perfect machine remains untouched. For a more permanent solution, there is Toxic Deluge. I will pay an amount of my own life, a resource I have in abundance, thanks to their suffering, and wipe every creature from the face of the earth. And for a truly theatrical finale, there is Starfall Invocation. I will destroy all creatures, and then, as a reward for my gift to an opponent, I will reanimate one of my own from the ashes. My control is surgical, precise. Every cut is deliberate. A simple swords to plowshares will exile their most beloved creature for a single white mana. The life they gain is a meaningless, temporary reprieve. Anguished Unmaking is my scalpel for any non-land permanent, excising it from the game at the trivial cost of 3 life. With my commander on the field, Deadly Rollick is a free instant speed exile effect. And should I need to remove something truly problematic, Generous Gift will destroy any permanent, leaving them with a pathetic 3/3 elephant as a parting gift. A monument to their failure. Do you truly believe my victory is left to chance? You fool. My library is not a deck. It is an arsenal, and I possess the key to every weapon within it. The demonic tutor will retrieve any component of my grand design and place it directly into my hand. The vampiric tutor and imperial seal will do the same, placing the desired card on top of my library ready to be drawn. My victory is not a possibility. It is a meticulously planned certainty. And should I require a specific enchantment or artifact to complete my engine, the enlightened tutor will provide it. Every piece will be in its right place. To oversee my grand design, I require a throne, a nexus of power from which I can observe and control the entire battlefield. The One Ring is that throne. When I cast it, I am granted protection from everything for a full turn cycle. A moment of perfect tranquility in which to assemble my victory. And then, turn after turn, it will draw me more and more cards, fueling my intellect at the trivial cost of my own life. And to supplement this, there is black market connections. Every turn, I can pay life to create a treasure, to draw a card, or to create a shape-shifting creature. It is a customizable engine of value, tailored to my every whim.